Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pre-Market Update. Welcome to my channel, and we'll review cycle analysis on S&P 500. We'll review all major indices, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, Russell 2000. We'll review all commodities, crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and at the end, we'll wrap up with FANG stocks. Please hit the like button, guys, thumbs up button before you go forward. I would really appreciate that, and share this channel with your friends and family, and subscribe so you get notified on latest videos as soon as possible. All right, so we'll start with S&P 500 cycle analysis. This is SPX chart. Focus on this yellow cycle, and it's working out perfectly as I was thinking. So you can see we cycle bottom a couple of days early, and those who watch my channel regularly, I was telling them this cycle low could be happening a couple of days early or low or later. Now there are two possibilities. Still, as per this cycle analysis, we have tomorrow for cycle bottom, so we could get like a little bit dip, or we this is it, okay, or this might have ended a bit early, like here, and now we are going higher. So to make a higher low, and then we're going to go to make a lower low. So that's the highest possibility. Now, in order to uh, not make this true, if it makes a new high, that's also a possibility, which is very highly unlikely, because there's a big resistance here on this zone, which is around 5200. Now if it breaks it, it all depends on earnings. We have Microsoft, Google, Meta earnings tonight, so it all depends how earnings will do. So if somehow if you make a new high, and then we're going to make a higher low here, and then go higher. Okay, so there are two scenarios. I just want to make sure you guys are aware of this. So this is going to be if we break out based on all these big tech stocks, something, it's going to be new high, then higher low, and then that's it, right? And then we just keep going higher. We're in a bull market, but my highest likelihood is right now that we get rejected here. Now there's a maybe some one of the earnings could be a catalyst. So the highest possibility is we chop around here and we top out here around mid-May, and then we're going to make a new low. All right, I mean lower low, and then we're going to get a massive bull rally, and this probably would be the best time to buy before we get a massive bull rally. And that this is where the second light blue cycle is also coming here. So two cycles are showing. So this is the biggest period of risk right now, in my opinion. Okay, so just wanted to share with you that, keep that in mind, and let's move on to our other analysis. So here, this is S&P 500. Left side chart is a day trading chart, only to be used for day trading. Red lines are where we sell, green lines are where we buy. And if you want to know more about this, you can subscribe to my channel. There is a YouTube icon, red icon link. You can click on it, subscribe, and let me know your user ID, and I will add you in the Discord group where I can share more details about this chart. So anyhow, so red lines are resistances, and you can see we went above this red line this morning around 8:30 a.m. and now we're selling off. The levels are 52, 51.22 and up sell off, and 50.72 and below is a buy zone. Yesterday we had a massive pump. You can see usually perfect time to sell is between second and third standard deviation, top two lines, and we were in there, and now we are just cooling off a bit. So let's see. We now the highest likelihood we could go to the neutral zone, because you can see SPY is pre-market up 0.11%. So we could go to 0.11% down, which is this is 0.3%. So the neutral zone is around 50.96, and then we bounce. All right. Worst case, if we come below 50.72, look to buy here. All right. So let's go back, zoom out, and this is right side is the daily chart. So we'll do side by side comparison. So we are near resistance. If I zoom in, you can see we got 7 and 8 count SPY signal last couple of days, and this is another indicator. And we are now facing a big resistance where we have red line, yellow line, green line, and white line. All these are moving average, 10 moving average, 20 moving average, 50 EMA, 50 SMA. All they are putting a big resistance. So let's see if we can break out. Today could be just a choppy day, and we'll wait for earnings to decide if we're going to go higher or we're going to go lower. All right, so let's see what happens. And just want to show you on SPY, there is a gap which was created yesterday. Here you go. So this gap around 500. Okay, so we could come down, fill that gap, and then go higher. So just keep that in mind. There's another gap around 517, so we could still keep going higher on SPY to fill this gap as well, around 2.18%. All depends on the earning. All right, so let's move to Nasdaq, MNQ. MNQ is after hours big earnings from Tesla. Maybe that's helping, and also there's one of the semiconductors, TXN. So all semis are also pumping, so that's helping Tesla. But right now in the sell zone. All right, so we are above 17,719. and neutral zone is around 17,600. So let's see, we could come all the way down to 7,600 and pump. And also same story here, triple Qs is up 0.62% higher. All right, so triple Qs is gapping up. So it is possibility of cooling down in the open. So if you want quick put options at the open and then a pump higher. All right. So that's what our expectation is. Dow Jones is in the neutral zone. By the way, guys, you can take a screenshot of these levels anytime you want. Pause the video and take a screenshot. So right now in the neutral zone, I don't do anything in the neutral zone. Buy in green, sell in red. All right. And also facing resistance on the daily chart as well. And Russell 2000. Russell 2000 here. Also, you can see coming near neutral zone and also near some resistance. So if it gets rejected here, we're going to go with a new low. All right. Okay. Tesla. Massive pump pre-market. Yesterday, I shared with my subscribers there are multiple gaps. So you decide which one will be filled. So looks like now you can see this yellow chart here. Sorry, not this chart. I want to show you daily chart. Give me a second here. This is the daily chart. You can see on a daily chart, this gap 161, this yellow line, they're opening up here, all right, and they're going to open up in a gap up. So 161 is this is going to be massive gap, and after that, next target is 170, 175, 188. All these yellow lines are the gaps, all right. So they all will be filled. I hope it gets filled this year, and the top gap is 246, and then another 291, and the last gap is around 405. So there's a lot of upside potential. So it's just coming back from capitulation phase with a V-shaped recovery. You can see every time we go in a capitulation, we go get a V-shaped recovery. You can see here, bottom V-shaped recovery, bottom V-shaped recovery, bottom V-shaped recovery. All right, so I think Tesla might have seen their worst day yesterday and day before. And also I had 8 counts buy signals in this indicator. So multiple indicators were saying this could be the last day before we go higher. There were indecision candles from last 2 days, dodgies, and now decision is made, going higher. So let's see how high it goes. All right, so just wanted to share that. Short term near sell zone. All right, so but this is earnings, so you cannot really predict much during earnings. It's a coin flip, so right now it's in the sell zone. Gold. So gold is bouncing off near buy zone, came to the buy zone yesterday, bounced. So you can see here, bounce from the buy zone around 1.68%, now also in the middle. So wait for it to go below 2305 to buy, 2339 and up to sell. All right. Silver, same thing in the neutral zone. Crude oil in the neutral zone as well. Crude oil is also, you can see, in the neutral zone, and also on the daily chart this is trend line, support. Maybe it wants to come all the way back to trend line, we'll see. Found support on this 50 SMA, simple moving average, and bouncing right now. But on the day trading chart on the left side, in the middle line right now. Natural gas dump from the sell zone, massive dump. This is extremely, so you can see this is an example. Every time between second and third standard deviation, it cannot last long. So 3.6% dump. But I think it broke out natural gas. You can see it broke out of all moving averages, and now next target is 2.18. So maybe a little bit cool off, and then it's going to bounce again. All right. So nothing to worry about. If it goes below 2.02, look to buy again. Dollar. Let's see how dollar is doing. You can see it's near resistance on the daily chart and now selling off. In the day trading chart, it's in the neutral on Bitcoin is also in the neutral zone on the daily chart, facing some resistance here. 50 SMA, 20 moving average, white line, red line, all are facing resistance and finding support on this 50 SMA, 50 EMA, sorry, yellow line, and then 10 moving average green line. So it's between both, so it's just flagging, so decision will be made. All depends on what S&P 500 does, okay? So if SPX, so from here, if SPX go high to a new high, Bitcoin will break out. But if it gets rejected here, go lows, then Bitcoin will also go low. All right. So keep that in mind. So it's all depends on maybe the earnings on Meta and Google, and um, I think Microsoft is also reporting later this week. So it all will be decided. So if they break out, this is going to break out. If they break down, this is going to break down. So also, let's see what's happening on PPO. Green line is about to cross red line. It did cross, so good. So I think there's a good bullish pressure possibility right now. So Bitcoin bulls will be happy now. On a gap analysis, futures there is a gap around 64,490. It's not filled. So if it comes back to fill that gap, look to buy there. All right. And on Ethereum, that gap is around 3104. And also again here green line is still not crossed red line, but on Ethereum futures live market you can see PPO is showing green line is already crossed above red line. So this chart is looking bullish and right now just in the front of resistance. So you can see here Ethereum is in the sell zone short term in the front of resistance. Let's see if it breaks down here. Right now its selling mid should go down a little bit lower. Look to buy above 3187 in the live future. Okay, Hang Seng Index, China. China is breaking out. You can see breakout. This is the trend line, a white line on the right side, and you can see it broke out. The only issue is there's a gap here on 1 hour chart, and right now in front of 200 EMA, 200 SMA. Okay, light blue and dark blue line facing resistance right here. If it can come all the way down to fill this gap around 16935 and then bounce. All right. On a day trading chart on the left side, also near big resistance here. Let's review commodities very quick. Copper is in the neutral zone. Palladium right now is in the neutral zone. Soybeans in the coming from sell zone. Sugar is also in near sell zone. Wheat in the sell zone. Wheat is breaking out. Very good sign. First time it now since 7th of December 2023 closing above this 200 SMA. So let's see if it can stay here. That's a nice breakout on wheat. If you can hold it, it's very good. Corn also breaking out in the sell zone above all moving averages. Finally, they're breaking out all these commodities, which is good news. Gold miners is near neutral zone. Let's look at big FANG stocks. Netflix, massive pump yesterday, 4%. Near neutral zone pre-market. Next target 590,608. Gap fills. Google is coming from sell zone to the neutral zone. Microsoft earnings tomorrow. I think Google earnings is tomorrow as well. Microsoft earnings tomorrow, near sell zone before earnings. Uh, and Amazon earnings is when, let's see, Amazon earnings is next Tuesday, which is also going to be a big catalyst near sell zone right now. Meta, Facebook, earnings is today, I think, after hours. Yeah, today after hours. So let's see what happens. There are gaps. Bottom gaps are green line, yellow gaps are top line 522. So let's see what happens. Last few earnings just massive pump. All right, every earning they're just pumping. So let's see if it's gonna be different this time. But let's see. Snowflakes right now. Snowflakes is near sell zone. NVDA near sell zone. This gap 844. I think they already touched pre-market. That's the minimum target. AVGO short term bouncing from the buy zone. AMD is also in the sell zone as we are speaking. Shopify, let's see, Shopify is also in a sell zone, and DDOG is dumping from the sell zone. It's now going towards neutral zone. And VIX is crushing, so let's just wrap it up with VIX. Massive crush. So this target 1317. Now depends if SPX sells off, this is going to bounce. If SPX bounce, this is going to keep selling and fill this gap around 13.35. Okay, guys, that's it. Please hit the like button on your way out, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.